Alright guys, so since the last video, we've actually opened up the back of our 5-horse, our HS50 for our log splitter. Thought maybe the governor was shot, but as you can see, it's all intact. It still works. You spin it, it goes out. Nothing's wore, nothing's broke. So, the only thing I can come up with yet is on this governor, you have a screw down here, and that allows you to adjust your governor. It was a little bit loose, but I didn't think it was loose enough to slip, but I'm assuming it must have. So, since we got it open, we cleaned it all up. The engine actually looked really good inside. So I ordered a full gasket set from Tecumseh. That is part number 33683C for the the HS50 motor. And then we put a new seal in the crankshaft. That's part number 27897. I also ordered new spring for the governor. That's part number 31426. And I ordered the bowl gasket, the gasket for the nut needle seat. That's part number 631021B. So I just wanted to have a couple of them on hand. I got a few. I got this HS50, and then I have an HSSK50, which I just picked up. That's on a snowblower that somebody left ethanol gas in for a while. So the carburetor's all gummed up, and the intake's all gummed up. Everybody knows what happens with ethanol. It just wreaks havoc on everything with the gas. I don't run ethanol in anything, but well, we're going to get out. I'll show you what's in this kit here. I don't think I'm going to throw all the gaskets in right away because it had no issues running. I don't know that I'll pull the head off right now, maybe later, but inside your set, you have your base gasket, you have your head gasket. You've got 3 different gaskets here for your breather. Probably going to pull that off and change them. There is 2 gaskets to that. And then we have our exhaust gasket, which we didn't have our intake gasket, our carburetor gasket, and I don't know what these 3 are for. I don't know if these are for different engines or what, but I have yet to come across any of those 3 on this engine. Also, when you take off your rear cover, do not lose the washer here. That goes on here, your thrust washer. That way you can set your end play. Yeah, so all I'm going to do is just put the gasket on and put it back together. We'll see if we can get some adjustment on this governor and make it run better than what it was. Alright, so as you can see, the gasket is sitting kind of funny. My one roll pin or alignment dowel was stuck in this cover, but you want to have them in there. Then put your thrust washer on, and when you start sliding this together, as that governor starts coming in contact with the cam gear, you're going to want to rotate your flywheel a little bit so everything meshes up. And then you just got to put all your bolts back in. Those are a 3/8. Kind of work them in evenly. Do kind of a cross pattern the best you can on them. Kind of do the 2 center, and then I go here, 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 here. And a lot of guys, they won't put a torque on these. They just tighten them by hand. I'm going to do 60 inch-pounds on it. There's quite a broad range. It's like 45 to 110 inch-pounds. Something like that. So I'm going to do 60 inch-pounds just to set it a little bit. Alright, so I don't have an inch-pounds torque wrench, so I'm actually going to do these at 95 inch-pounds, which is about 7 foot-pounds. So that's where we'll torque them down to. Just do a cross pattern. And just hand tight is actually even probably right to torque already. Go around. Alright, that gets the back cover back on. And actually, I probably will put this head gasket in, because when you take the front cover off, you have to take the 3 front head bolts out. So I probably will change that. When you torque that down, there is a torque sequence. I don't have a picture of it to show you. But it's 200 inch-pounds is the torque on the bolts. But you're supposed to do it in 50 inch-pound increments when you do it. I'm just going to swap that out quick while when I put the cover on. Not much for end play. Everything spins over good. This motor looked really good on the inside, so I think we were just having some issues with this guy over here. So I'm going to get the rest of it put together, and we'll see if this thing runs again. Okay, so on these breathers, what I was talking about before is the kit comes with 3 different gaskets. Now you got your cover, your piece, and then it goes on to the engine. Always put in the same gaskets that were on it. This one, we have 2 of these because of the breather being this design. But the cover, you can see, is the same shape as this one. So if we would have had the different style breather, we would have been using this one. So that's why the kit comes with them both. So we'll get this put back together, put back in. And just tighten it up. Well, we took the head off and everything looks good in there. Now the head gasket, there is only one direction that'll fit, so just lay that on there. Put your head back on. Make sure when you took your bolts out that you took them out and laid them out so you know where they go back to, because they are different lengths, so just keep that in mind. You have these three here are shorter ones, and actually this one on a lot of these is a nut welded to hold the muffler on. Alright guys, we got her all back together. Let's see if it'll run and without running away. Well, it worked for a second, so I'm thinking we still got to do a little bit more work on the governor. We'll check it out and see what's going on. Well, all we got to do is we got a mini tack we're going to throw on there and see where it's running at. Going to have to get some different fuel line. It's pretty close to the muffler. We're going to end up lighting this thing on fire. I knew it was short, but I just haven't gotten down to the store to get any yet, but I want to get the motor running first. So it seems to be running better. So we'll get the tack on it, tune it, get all the hydraulics hooked back up, see if we can split some wood with it. Alright guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. What do you guys think of this air filter? That's a little bit of a... It took a long time to get this shipped to me. I think it'll work great. But that'll be part of the tuning now, is with the air filter on, because this motor never had an air filter. So, alright guys, subscribe to the channel. I also want to say welcome to all the new subscribers that have been joining us. It's great to see you. So, hit the like button, leave me a comment. We'll catch you next time, guys.